Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ghostic, and in this video we're going to be doing Ren for Joe. I know a little bit about the situation for this video. I know that Ren had a friend called Joe that committed S by jumping off a bridge, I think it was, because that's what the I can't remember what it's called now. That's what the link is for, to donate for people to help volunteers to do that sort of work. I also had a couple of people that said that they don't mind me pausing pausing the reactions because they quite like listening to what I have to say. And to be fair, thank you very much. I didn't know which way I was going to do it, and I didn't know which way was the best way for reaction videos. So let's get into it.
It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside the trunk, inside a pickup truck, then dumped that whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly. What it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as hell. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Justin, Sega, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. Distance is my plaster cast, to tell the truth. The day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find the angle. All I find is missing you, man, I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying, and holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine, not the way that it worked. I was late like a jerk. There's not a day where I can find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hearse. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you, absurd, fuck.
I've thankfully never had to go through that, but obviously, I've been thinking of stuff like that. But hearing songs like this kind of sets you back a little bit. The first couple of lines is talking about like it's hard to take out. It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Like the person was an angel, but the wings were cut, so they cannot fly. They cannot do anything to save themselves. And then it goes to your stomach burns when you drink it from an empty cup, as in like drinking alcohol to soothe the pain. That could be a fair point to say. And then he goes into some. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch. I'm not that smart to know what a Fibonacci sequence is. But this part here. Let me go back just a little bit.
Inside the trunk, inside the pickup truck, then dump that whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly. What it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you. And I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as hell. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Justin, Sega, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. Distance is my plaster cast to tell the truth. The day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find the anger. All I find is missing you, man, I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying. And holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine, not the way that it worked. I was late like a jerk, there's not a day where I can find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hearse. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you, absurd, fuck.
Just that line, it goes through, like, the grieving process, because obviously he's saying if I was quicker, I would have helped him and I would have been able to save him. But unfortunately, that's not how it works. You kind of got the time that you have on the earth, and sometimes people who have mental health problems do think that no one really cares about them and this, that, and the other. But like, they've already made it in their mind. And I know sometimes you can see like videos on YouTube of people helping other people that are close to that point, but it's a very, very rare chance of that happening, unfortunately. But like, he blames himself like for not being there to help him. And then from that, he's lost himself in the way of how everything is, if you get my drift. Like, he's lost his sense of purpose, he's lost his childhood because his friend was his childhood. Like,
The way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hearse. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you, absurd, fuck.
Such a beautiful piano though for the song.
Another domino, it falls. Across the way another's born. How you're supposed to raise a child and give it courage from a storm. In a world that is confusing, contradictions pave our flaws. Some will say we're only human, others judge us for our flaws. Some get born in sheets of satin, some get by in tattered clothes. Some will die before they live, that's just how the story goes. But for those of us still with us, who reside inside our hearts, tell them proudly how you feel. And for those of us who aren't, freckled angels stand strong, freckled angels live on, freckled angels climb higher, freckled angels still inspire, freckled angels won't forget you, teach me to live my life better. 13 years and still I miss you, now my wings are missing feather. Otherwise I'd come and join you, but for now I'm here on earth, stuck inside this mortal body. But for everything it's worth, made me braver, made me wiser, made me stronger, made me true, made me face the world with courage. And that's all because of you. Freckled angels laugh the hardest, and their hearts, they are the largest. With their wings they fly the farthest, so I know you're gonna be okay. Freckled angels live the longest, and their minds, they are the strongest. Oh, their friends, they are the fondest, so I know you're gonna be okay.
Mate, you could definitely tell that song hit hard for him. Like, obviously it's for his friend who committed S, and the way he just says all the lines with emotion in his heart and a lot. Like, you could tell the song meant something for him. And then when he started talking about like the whole situation when it comes to people like living different lives, like some were brought up in massive mansions and some was brought up in small caravans, like that's the whole thing of life. You don't pick where you start. You just enjoy it for what it is. And some people do get mental health problems and they do have a lot of problems with everything, which I'll put a link in the description for the S hotlines and other stuff like that if you do need help. But like for me, obviously I've never lost a best friend, like, but I have lost family members, not from S, but like from cancer and other stuff like that. But so the song kind of resides there with me a little bit as well, because I'm thinking about my grandma every day. I always have been. And making sure I'm looking out for my granddad because he's still standing strong. You know what I mean? And my granddad, he kind of resides in the space of, he has a ritual now of every morning he'll wake up and kiss his wife's picture like he would do if she was still alive. Kiss her goodnight and everything like that. Speaks to her phone, tries to have conversation. Yeah, it can be considered as unhealthy way of grieving, but for him, it's now just life. And that's what kind of gets me going a little bit, because like when it hits this part,
angels live the longest, and their minds, they are the strongest. Oh, their friends, they are the fondest. So I know you're gonna be okay.
just the cracking of his voice makes it so like such, it adds more personality to the actual lyric, like the way, like obviously the songs affected him now, and it's gotten to a point where he needed to make something, try and help. And it's what he said earlier, is like I would join you.
A missing feather, otherwise I'd come and join you. But for now I'm here on earth, stuck inside this mortal body. But for everything it's worth, made me braver, made me wiser, made me stronger, made me true, made me face the world with courage. And that's all because of you.
Like he understand, like obviously this is very personal to him now, because like he said, if he could he would, but he cannot because he's got so much to live for at the minute, and he can't. He's just got to wait for time to pass to be able to see his friend again. But yeah, run for Joe. Oh, some thingies here. After Joe died, the visits I paid for North Wales were fleeting. By being somewhere new, I could be someone new. Brighton didn't just offer me a new chapter, it offered me a new book and a whole new character. On Monday, I would make the difficult journey home because my music and the fundraising efforts of my incredible following, we managed to raise 21,000 for the RNLI, an incredible team of volunteers who risked their life without pay to aid calls of distress from Britain's shores. The night that Joe went missing, they were out on a choppy stretch of water between the Anglesey and the mainland until 5 a.m. looking for Joe without pay. For the goodness of their hearts, they continued to search. They continued the search efforts for the entire following week until hope dwindled. They owed us nothing and gave us everything. Yesterday, I decided to pay a visit to Joe's mum and dad. I was asked to play them the new live version I recorded in Calgary. It was probably the most nervous I've ever been playing someone a video that I'd made. The topic isn't an easy one, especially for parents who lost an incredible son. I nervously hit play, and the gravity of what I was showing sunk in, and I began to cry. In the end, we sat in silence, silently sobbing. Joe's mum turns to me, smiled, and we hugged, and I felt much lighter. It made me realize, I guess, what I've always known. Music is far more than just music. It's a channel of communication for things that are impossible to say, a bridge between the living and the dead. It's a way to stay immortal. It's a way to resurrect the dead. It's a universal language. It cuts down barriers of parts of you which are encapsulated in steel cast iron. It allows frozen rivers to thaw and become unstagnant. I own myself, my life, and everything I am to my music. Music is the closest thing to God that I know. I'm so grateful of what. Sorry. I'm so grateful to be doing what I do and tap into the majestic force, my life, my energy, myself, and I eternally devote to it. So beautiful. God damn. Alright, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did like this video. It took me, obviously, I'm trying a new style, I'm getting back into the flow of things. I take breaks on Sundays so that I can recoup myself for the Monday following. But obviously this video is being recorded on a Sunday, so at least I still have something to schedule for Monday. But well, let's carry on with the Ren journey, I guess, because man's made me cry nearly enough twice, I think. If you did like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you have an amazing day.